All right, welcome to another episode of What's She Gonna Tell Us Today? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, the 15th of October, and your I can statement is I can be responsible for my own learning. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to teach yourself, that means that you have to learn yourself. We provide you the tools, we give you the information, we give you the access, and then you need to take it and make it something. It's your job to learn. It's our job to help you learn. So, we're going to talk about our roadmap to success today. And you'll notice there is not a session listed on this one. That is because this is not a session number. This will go on the first page of the new notebook that you are going to be creating today. So, this session is actually just called Roadmap to Success, or What Do I Need to Fix? A couple of quick things before we start. First of all, book choices. I have put an assignment. It's under homework. It's a Google form, and you need to have it completed by midnight, Friday, the 16th of October. There is a list of book choices in there for our book clubs. If you would like to select your own book, you need to go there and look at the options. All of the books are available digitally. You will have no problem accessing these books. But you have to go on there and make a selection and complete that form and submit it. It has to be in by midnight, Friday night, the 16th of October. If I don't have it this weekend when I'm putting together book clubs, I'm going to choose the book for you. So if that's what you want, that's what you'll get. Next week, we're going to start reading some short stories. And again, you will have the option of choosing from a list of short stories. Some of them are really, really good stories. They're all good stories, but some of them I've found really, really interesting. And also, for those of you who have not completed or have not begun the standards mastery, there are no words. It needs to be done today, period. All right, so let's move on. It is the start of a new grading period, and now that we're settled in, sort of, I want to review some things with you to help you be more successful moving forward. I know we had some struggles the first 9 weeks, all of us, not just the students, and we're all working on it, and I believe we have improved. I believe we have gotten better. Our skills are getting honed. We're learning how to use the tools that are at our hands, and things are improving, but they need to keep going that way. So this is sort of a do-over for us. Last 9 weeks is over. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Can't change it. Move forward. You need to focus on details and directions this 9 weeks. That means if you are told to do something, follow those directions exactly to the last detail. That includes things like putting your name on something or renaming an assignment before you turn it in, or writing incomplete sentences. Follow the directions given. The next thing, and this is imperative, you need to meet deadlines. I was very, very flexible with you this first 9 weeks. And every time people turned things in late, I was, oh, thank you for turning it in. I'm so glad you did that. I really appreciate it. To tell you the truth, I didn't. That was me being nice because I'm a nice person. It's very frustrating for an educator to have to keep going back and regrading assignments. It's very time consuming. We spend at least as many hours doing that as we do planning lessons or actually teaching class. Um, Most of our weekends are consumed with grading, all because our students don't turn things in on time. This 9 weeks, one of your goals, and you could write this down, one of your goals is to meet the deadlines. If it's due Tuesday at midnight, by golly, have it in by Tuesday at midnight. Don't turn it in the following Saturday. Get them done on time. And communication. Many of you are very good at this. Many of you are in constant email contact with me if you have questions, if you need help. I appreciate that. I really enjoy talking with you. If you need to stay after class, if you want to pop in on a Friday, um, happy to talk to you about your assignments, anything you need help with. I'm there. I like to talk to you guys. I really enjoy it, and I hope that that continues. So let's talk about details. Many of you tend to rush through your work, never paying attention to those details. So we're going to have a little crash course at it today. I'm going to show you some things that you may or may not be doing correctly. And the first one is attendance. Believe it or not, this is really school, ladies and gentlemen. You must sign in to be marked present. If you do not, I can't guarantee I'll mark you present because by the time I get around to being able to do attendance, I've had over 100 students that day, and I don't know which ones showed up in class and which ones didn't. I can remember some of you, those of you who participate in class. Yeah, it's a lot easier to remember that you were there. But some of you just sit there, sort of like bumps on logs, not participating, not having anything to say. You're just there, and I don't even know if you're there because I can't see you. You don't show your faces. And that's okay. I understand that if you don't like to do that and you're not comfortable. But that means that I don't know if you didn't maybe just sign in and walk away. So attendance is a slippery slope, but you need to sign in if you want to be marked present. To do that, you use this form. And this form you should have bookmarked by now. If you haven't, do it. It's on our homepage. And all you have to do is put your last name, your first name, your grade level, the school that you came from, and then tell me, is this homeroom or is this your language arts class? Or I would imagine you could probably sign in for everything, but I would say definitely if you're in my homeroom for sure, you need to check homeroom. And if you're in my homeroom for sure, you're in my language arts class for sure. So I'll check homeroom and language arts. And then a copy of your responses will be emailed to you. So then you hit submit and you're done. It's that simple. Takes you 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds. All right, so let's move on. Notebooks. We have a new notebook. They decided, and I was in a meeting yesterday, they decided we want to go ahead and use this new notebook. So everything from this point forward, including what you're doing today, is going to go in this new notebook. So if you are typing anything in your notebook as you're reading this, you're just going to copy it and paste it into your new notebook. Now, we had a little issue with that before, so we're going to talk about it. Let me see if I want to go here first. Okay, so here is the form you're going to submit to me and place your shareable link in this form. This is where you're going to put it. Now, to get your notebook, if you look at the bottom, here's a link. The link to your notebook will take you to a place where you have to make a copy. So you're going to go there, and it says make a copy. Pay close attention to this because a lot of you really, really struggled with it. Okay, so now it says copy of Pullman template investigating characterization reader's notebook. If you turn it in like that, you are not following directions. You are not examining the details. Here's what you must do. The very first thing I want you to do is go up here and I want you to take off copy of Pullman template, because that part right there does not belong in your notebook. Do you know what belongs in your notebook? Anybody? Anybody? I don't see hands raised. Of course I don't. We're in a video. So, copy of Pullman's template comes off. Let me get this right here. And of course, you know what goes here. Oop, let's take that E off. There's no E in my name. Your name. And then it will say Investigating Characterization Reader's Notebook. And then you can look through here, and you know what? They've done a wonderful thing. They've already put your I can statements in here for you. We will have a choice board coming up, and that's on here. And then you'll go to session 1, session 2, session 3. Okay. So, as I had told you before, we were using IC1, IC2, IC3. Once you get into this notebook, you don't have to worry about it. It'll just be session 1, so it'll be less confusing for you. So now you're ready to show me that you've completed your notebook. Come up to share. This is one of the most important things you can do, ladies and gentlemen. See how it says restricted? Only people added can open with this link. That means the only person who can see this notebook is you. And since you're not the one who gives out the grades, you need to open it up to me. So where it says change link to Gaston County Schools, select that. Then it says Gaston County Schools. Anyone in this group with this link can view. Well, you know what? We're going to make sure. So we're going to go down one more level. Anyone with the link. That means anybody who has the link will be able to see your notebook. Now, don't worry, because who's going to have the link to your notebook, and what are they really going to find? So it's okay, anyone with the link, and then you click done. So now anyone can access that link. There are 2 ways that you can share this with me. You can copy the URL from up here, or when you did this, if you noticed, when we said anyone with the link, there's a button right here that says copy link. That's probably your easiest way. You're already in here anyway. So you click copy link, and it says link copied, and you click done. Then you're going to go back to your form, and you are going to paste your link here. Before you submit, you need to make sure you fill out the form. Everything is required: your last name, your first name, and then you need to do a check. Did I make my own copy? Yes, I did. Did I add my name to the title? Yes, I did. Did I make the notebook shareable? Yes, I did. I shouldn't have to ask you those questions, nor should I have to remind you of those questions, but apparently I do. That's what I mean when I say details. Follow directions. Make a copy, put your name on it, make it shareable, paste the link, and if you want a copy of it to make sure that you did it, hit that button right there and it will send a copy to you, and then just hit submit and you're done. It's that simple. That needs to be done today. That needs to be done Thursday, the 15th of October. All right, so let's go back. Is that where I want to be? Am I on the right slide? Somebody tell me. Videos. You can find videos from class on our Canvas Skivo welcome page. I'm not entirely certain that I'm in the right place. Let me see. I guess I am. Okay. So I thought I had one more slide in there. I apologize. Um, I've been telling you all along that you have these videos. I try to make a video of every session, every lesson. And then I also throw in extra videos once in a while. If you need to learn something a little more specific or you need help with something, I can put some helpful videos that I've made in there. But as far as the lesson that I teach in class, I try to make a video just like I'm doing right now. So, for those of you who maybe have a dentist appointment or you're going out of town and you have to miss class, you can watch the video, and it's virtually the same thing as you'd get if we were in class without the discussion part. The discussion part's important, and that's why you should come to class. But if you can't make it to class for some reason, you can watch the video. So, I'm going to show you how to find that. You're going to go to our ELA Canvas page. That's your first stop always. For any class, you're going to go to your Canvas page for that class. Now, again, if you don't have an attendance form, right there, click here to record your daily attendance. It's right there, but bookmark it. I'm telling you, it'll save you some trouble. Here's the link to our Google Meet, by the way, and that code is going to be changing, so be on the lookout for a message about that. Come down here and you will see, click on this image to access a variety of useful class links. That's me sitting in the golden throne in my money tree orchard in my animal farm because I am not ashamed to say I am addicted to Animal Farm. So if you click on this, you get Skivo Welcome Classroom. And you should have seen this before. This has links to a variety of different things. Here's the agenda. If you ever miss a day and you want to know what the agenda was for that day, you can click there. It takes you to all the agendas since the beginning. But right now, you want to go to this one. It says click to see any video for this class. Click on this movie camera and you will see videos. Now, I've given you the full URL. I've also given you a bit.ly because on occasion, a link doesn't work. So let's say on this first one, it did not work. Well, then try clicking on this one and see if it works. Okay. That one looks like the same one, but that's okay. So this starts August 31st. Well, if you need today's session, clearly you don't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, use your heads. This is a slide presentation, right? So what are you going to do? Click to the next slide. 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 10. Oh, I made 2 that day. Ooh, must have been busy. So you just click forward and forward and forward until you find the date that you need. If you don't know the date on the side, it'll tell you what it is. Session 16, Paul Revere's Ride. Session 15, Frederick Douglass. Section 1, IC, How to Transform, that's the basketball story we're working on. And I will add today's lesson to it after I'm done recording it, of course, because right now I'm still recording it. That's why we're here together right now. All right, so that's where you find the videos for this class. You go to the home page, you click on the Animal Crossing picture, you click on the movie camera. Home page, Animal Crossing, movie camera. Very simple. Turning in assignments. Oh, this is the bane of my existence, ladies and gentlemen. At the beginning of the year, you completed a course in Canvas navigation. In that course, it showed you how to turn your work in Canvas. If you don't remember or you don't know or you didn't do the course, you're going to have to do a little research. Seriously, people, you can just Google how to submit a Google assignment in Canvas. It's that easy. But all work needs to be submitted in Canvas. A lot of you have struggled with this and you share your work with me or you send it to me in an email with a link And I was fine with that this first 9 weeks. But again, that complicates things. With as many emails as teachers get, it can get lost. We can't grade it right away, so it might get buried in another 50 or 60 emails. Turn it in the correct way. You receive that instruction on how to do it. Review the instruction if you don't remember. And I'm only, pay attention, only grading properly submitted work this term. Exceptions, iReady and Learning Farm. Some of you send me a screenshot of your scores. I love that. Love it. I'd like to require it, but I feel like that might be asking a bit much. But I love that, just so you know. If you can screenshot your score, it shows me which iReady or which Learning Farm assignment you did, and it gives me your score, and then I can just grade it from there instead of having to go out to Learning Farm or out to iReady and then coming back to Canvas to put your scores in. So if you can do that, I will love you forever. But I'm not going to require it because I'm just not. So that's really all I have to say at the moment. I'm sure I will think of other things that we need to discuss as we move forward. But it is a new 9 weeks, and you all, ladies and gentlemen, as of Friday, the 16th of October, have an A in my class. It's your job to keep it. I'll see you in class, ladies and gentlemen.